So apparently gaming is dying again for like the 47th time. AAA games are flopping. Xbox is out here trying to turn your toaster into a console. And Steam just casually doubled console player counts like it's no big deal. Meanwhile, the average player is 36 years old, has back pain, and just wants to play Baldur's Gate in peace without being asked to buy another battle pass while taking a dump. Now, be sure to tell me more about how Avowed was misunderstood. And let's talk about what's actually happening in gaming and why the next generation might not be what you think. So, is gaming dying? Well, if you're a gamer today, odds are you're closer to 36 than 18, and that's not a joke. That's the average age in the US. Globally, it's 41. Back in 2000, it was 28 years old. So yeah, we're not exactly the Mountain Dew fueled teenagers marketers still think we are. Let's be real, the older you get, the slower you get. It's biology. You go from Call of Duty to Civilization faster than you can say carpal tunnel, and you're not going to be grinding ranked anymore. You're grinding your mortgage.
All right, who wants a piece of the gray bush?
Now, I've been gaming for about 30 years, and I've seen it all. The rise, the fall, the rise again, and now, whatever this weird limbo we're in, where Microsoft and Sony are both sweating bullets, pretending everything's fine, while the ship takes on water. And before you start waving your plastic flags, relax. I own both consoles. I'm not here to simp for either one of them. But let's not kid ourselves. AAA games are flopping harder than a Twitch streamer trying to act.
Emeru has a lot of rabbits. It was her calling when she first moved in. These were a big part of her life.
Profits are down, indie games on Steam are eating their lunch, and the COVID boom? Yeah, that sugar high wore off real quick. There's a reason Xbox wants every device to be an Xbox. Because their console, it's on life support. They already lost the console war, so now they're trying to win the please don't forget me war. And the real battlefield, it's not your living room. It's your kid's attention span. The doom scrollers, the TikTok zombies, the one watching 3-second clips of someone reacting to someone reacting to someone playing a game. Put the phone down, Timmy. Dinner's getting cold. I personally remember when you couldn't blow your whole paycheck while taking a dump. Now, you can buy a battle pass, a skin, and a loot box before you even flush. That's what I call progress. This is why gaming is changing again, why movies like Mario, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Minecraft didn't just make money, they went viral. They broke through the algorithmic noise and actually reached people who don't even play games, which is great. If you're trying to sell merch to toddlers or find a new audience. And yeah, maybe the quality of games has something to do with it. Maybe kids aren't into gaming because they're tired of $70 betas and 100 gigabyte day one patches. Or maybe it's brain rot from processed foods and cocoa melon.
Kids love that water.
Oh, my Lord.
Stupid babies need the most attention.
Who knows? Meanwhile, Xbox is out here stepping on every rake in the yard. Game Pass price hikes, Fallout marketing that somehow made you less excited for one of the most iconic franchises ever. And don't even get me started on the ROG Ally partnership. Let's team up with the handheld that melts SD cards and see what happens. Genius. And then there's Twitter. I mean, X accounts with Xbox in the name, posting 24/7 PR spin like they're on Phil Spencer's personal payroll. Newsflash, if someone plays a game and thinks it sucks, no amount of, actually it's good if you think about it, is going to change their mind. It didn't work for Rise of Skywalker, and it won't work for Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
This kind of stuff makes an honest person wish for your demise. Remember subscriptions? Yeah, those are fun. Oh my God, so much fun. Remember when Game Pass had yearly subs and massive discounts for that, by the way? Me too. Now it's monthly, more expensive and easier to cancel, which is great because people are canceling. Turns out when you spike during a hot release and then nosedive after, that's not momentum. That's a pulse check. The real reason Game Pass exists because the average gamer only buys 2 games a year. Xbox owns half of the industry. Sony's catching up there, and they need you to consume more. Welcome to the buffet model, except now it costs more. And the food's kind of mid. Let's talk next gen. Sony's building a better PlayStation. Good for them. Xbox, well, they're building a couch PC. Steam games, World of Warcraft, maybe even some mods. And hey, they might finally stop charging you to play with your friends. Revolutionary. But here's the kicker. The price. You can buy a pre-built PC for around $800 that does about 80% of what a console does. Now, it might not be as good. It's not going to be as good as a console, but it will still get the job done. And if that new Xbox crosses $1,200, that's not a console anymore. That's a bad PC with a controller. Consoles used to be the budget-friendly option. $500 in a cheap TV got you 4K 60 FPS gameplay, unless you played Starfield, and then it was 30 FPS and vibes. And now that price gap is shrinking, and unlike consoles, PCs don't make you wait 7 years for an upgrade. Oh, and Steam, it passed consoles' concurrent users in 2023. Now it's doubled them with a 42 million concurrent player count. That's not a trend, that's actually a takeover. And guess what? Older gamers have money. They've got credit. They're not asking mom for a console. They're buying a GPU that costs more than rent. Remember when the Xbox president said the next console would be premium?
Well, I can tell you you're right, that the next-gen console is going to be a very premium, very high-end curated experience. Very premium, very high-end.
Yeah. Translation, hope you like financing. This is why Xbox needs to be unescapable and on every device. Add in a dose of viral movies and TV shows. They need to bleed into the doom scroll and reach people who don't even game. But Hollywood, they can't even adapt Halo without turning it into a soap opera. So yeah, Xbox everywhere might sound dumb. Maybe it is. Maybe by 2030, Microsoft Game Studios is just a memory. And Phil Spencer's running a podcast about NFTs. That'd be great. Is gaming dying? I don't think so, not yet. But it's definitely changing, and maybe in a few generations, it's all mobile gotcha games and Candy Crush clones. While The Last of Us, pun intended, retreat to our PCs like digital monks. Let me know what you think down below, or don't. I'll be over here drinking and reinstalling Elden Ring for the 12th time. You know they didn't show Cortana in the Halo remaster, right? Let's talk next-gen consoles. They're building a... Oh, fuck. Let's start over.